Western Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. The Biden administration is working to bring home an American citizen found in Syria. Travis Timmerman was on a spiritual journey when he disappeared into a Syrian prison 7 months ago. CBS's Ian Lee is in Lebanon, Missouri with the story.
As the dust clears from the political upheaval in Syria, an American has made a surprise appearance.
In the middle of the night or early morning, they came with a hammer and knocked my door in. And there was two men with guns, and then there's another man named Ely, and they helped me get out of prison.
Identifying himself as Travis Timmerman, he said he'd spent the last 7 months in one of the country's notorious prisons.
It wasn't bad. I was never beaten. The only really bad part was that I couldn't go to the bathroom when I wanted to.
Timmerman says he was detained after entering the country illegally on a Christian pilgrimage. After rebels overthrew the Assad government, local men broke down the prison doors. CBS News' Elizabeth Palmer found Timmerman in a house outside Damascus.
When I came to Syria, I was unaware of the political situation entirely, because that's just how I am. I came here for spiritual purposes.
His family had reported him missing over the summer and called his appearance the best Christmas gift.
Did you have any idea that he was actually in Syria?
I had no idea, no. Last we heard, he was at a church in Budapest.
Traveling in the Middle East, Secretary of State Antony Blinken said he's focused on Timmerman's return.
I can't give you any details on exactly what's going to happen except to say that we're working to bring him home, to bring him out of Syria and to bring him home.
Blinken says the administration is also working hard to locate American Austin Tice. The Marine veteran was working as a freelance journalist when he was abducted in Damascus in 2012. Ian Lee, CBS News, Lebanon, Missouri.
Police say an armed and dangerous suspect in Claiborne County, Tennessee is now in custody. Ralph Ray was wanted after his ankle monitor was cut off. Authorities say he was wanted for possession of meth, fentanyl, and a firearm while committing a dangerous felony. Country singer Morgan Wallen pleads guilty to 2 charges of misdemeanor reckless endangerment. He made that plea in a Tennessee courtroom just a couple of hours ago. It comes after he threw a chair from Eric Church's Chiefs Bar in Nashville last spring. The charges were reduced from 1 felony and 1 misdemeanor charge. As part of his plea, Wallen will spend 7 days of jail time at a DUI rehab center. He's also on probation for 2 years. New details about the man accused of shooting and killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. We now know Luigi Mangione's mother filed a missing person report days before the shooting. Friends say they had not heard from the suspect for several months. Police also say they have forensic evidence linking Mangione to the scene of the crime, including fingerprints on several items. Mangione's attorney says he plans to plead not guilty to all charges. A Kentucky man was granted clemency by President Joe Biden. 60-year-old Edwin Allen Jones pleaded guilty in 2003 to non-violent drug offenses in federal court. At the time, Jones was working as a law clerk in Paducah, and his license was suspended. In addition to his legal career, Jones served in the U.S. Army and achieved the rank of captain before being honorably discharged. An FBI informant accused of lying about the Biden family has cut a plea deal. According to a court filing in California, Alexander Smirnoff is set to plead guilty to 4 charges, including tax evasion and obstructing justice. As part of his plea deal, he admits to falsely claiming that Ukrainian energy company Burisma was paying off Joe Biden while he was vice president and his son Hunter, who was on the company's board. He has also admitted to his own set of tax crimes. 3 Donald Trump associates appeared in a Wisconsin courthouse today. They made their initial appearance on charges related to a reported 2020 fake elector scheme. On Tuesday, Wisconsin's Attorney General filed 10 additional felony charges against James Trupus, Kenneth Chesborough, and Michael Roman. The new charges cite a conspiracy to commit forgery and fraudulently obtain signatures to certify that Trump falsely won Wisconsin in 2020.
Well, we had highs today in the upper 30s and low 40s. We had plenty of sunshine out there as well. All is quiet right now on live pinpoint Doppler radar, and this will get a break for tomorrow and for the most part Saturday as well. So when you get into Saturday night going into Sunday, rain chances will start to pick up. Past several hours in terms of temperature, we didn't really move much. We were at 34 by the 10 o'clock hour, made it to 40 by the 3 o'clock hour, and right now we're seeing temperatures in the mid-30s, 36 in Hazard with clear skies, 35 in Pikeville, 40 is the current temperature in London. With that light wind out there, our feels like temperature and our ambient temperature, they are the same. So for tonight, we'll see temperatures in the mid to upper 20s. We'll go to 34 by the 10 o'clock hour. We'll stay mainly clear till we get to about the 4 o'clock time frame. That's when the clouds start to thicken. We'll start your Friday off with partly cloudy skies, and then the clouds will pick up as we go throughout the afternoon and evening hours. Now, coming up in the first alert forecast, we'll talk about our next chance of rain, and I'll tell you this right now, we will be seeing temperatures some places in the upper 50s and low 60s. Find out when in a few minutes. Steve.
All right, Eric, thank you. President-elect Donald Trump was back in his hometown of New York City today to visit Wall Street. Meanwhile, some say he's putting pressure on Republican senators to toe the line and get behind his cabinet picks. CBS's Torian Small has the latest from Capitol Hill.
President-elect Donald Trump rang the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange, celebrating his selection as Time's Person of the Year.
Time magazine getting this honor for the second time. I think I like it better this time, actually. Because
Trump's already making plans for his inauguration, including taking the unusual step of inviting Chinese President Xi Jinping to attend the ceremony.
I was even thinking about inviting certain people to the inauguration, and some people said, wow, that's a little risky, isn't it? And I said, maybe it is. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But we like to take little chances.
Some of his cabinet choices joined him on Wall Street on Thursday, while others were here on Capitol Hill working to drum up support for their confirmation.
Do you believe that gay people should be allowed to serve in the military?
Yes. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is meeting more Republican senators trying to win support from those concerned about misconduct allegations, which he has denied. Some lawmakers see Trump exerting pressure on GOP senators to greenlight all cabinet picks, regardless of controversy.
With the Hegseth nomination, Gabbard, some of the others, I think the pressure has been irresistible. Raw political pressure is turning the tide with some of them, turning their minds.
Hegseth also met with Democratic Senator John Fetterman Thursday. Torian Small, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Fetterman said he would not rule out voting in favor of Hegseth's confirmation. Meta confirms a $1 million donation to President-elect Donald Trump's inaugural fund. The donation comes 2 weeks after Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg met with Trump privately at Mar-a-Lago. It's a big pivot from nearly 4 years ago when Meta banned Trump from its platforms after the January 6, 2021 insurrection. Trump previously accused Zuckerberg of plotting against him in the 2020 election and has called Meta-owned Facebook an enemy of the people. Lawmakers are expressing concern over the still mysterious drone sightings on the East Coast. The aircraft have been spotted particularly across New Jersey, prompting both alarm and head-scratching. National Security Communications Advisor John Kirby says at this time there is no evidence that the reported drone sightings pose any security risk or have a foreign origin, and that many of the objects are manned aircraft being lawfully operated. The head of the Federal Aviation Administration is stepping down on January 20th, Inauguration Day. Mike Whitaker started his 5-year term in October 2023. An FAA spokesperson says family issues this year factored in his decision to step down early. His tenure included a major focus on quality control problems at Boeing following the January incident when a door plug blew off during an Alaska Airlines flight. An expansion is happening at the Toyota assembly plant in Georgetown. The $922 million investment is dedicated to a new advanced paint facility and is focused on supporting electrification efforts. The announcement by Governor Andy Beshear is the largest dollar investment this year in the Commonwealth. Toyota, Kentucky currently employs about 10,000 people. Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, it's